Welcome to Messy Mondays Online, and today we're going to be making a purple monster. We're going to need a large paper plate and 2 pieces of A5 paper. You'll need a jar to make 2 circles for the eyes on your monster, and we'll just trace around the lid on one of the circles and another circle, and then cut those out. Circle. Two circles. We'll also need another piece of A5 paper folded in half and folded again. So you have 3 folds. And we're going to cut along those folds. So now we have 4 rectangles, 2 arms and 2 legs. Right, just set those to the side. Now we're going to put some colour on our monster, on our purple monster. And I've brought along a nice purple crayon today. Now you can use paint or coloured pencil, whatever you have. And we're just going to put colour on our monster on the large paper plate. So, purple, purple, purple. If you hold your crayon on the side, it makes it a lot faster putting the colour on. These are oil crayons, something like that, and also the 2 small circles. And the 2 arms and the 2 legs. Right, now we're ready to glue our monster together. So we're going to start by gluing the 2 small circles on the top of the large circle. So you need to put a little bit of glue just on the bottom of the circle. Now I'm using PVA glue, but you can use any glue you would like to. There's other glues, stick glues, that are just as successful. So just a little bit of glue on the bottom of the circle like that, and glue that onto the top of your paper plate and onto the bottom of the other small circle, so that they're just peeking above the circle. And now for the 2 arms, just a little bit of glue at the top and a little bit of glue on the top of the next rectangle. Right, so there we are with our little monster with the 2 eyes and the 2 arms and the 2 legs. Now we're going to use another crayon now just to put some eyes on our little monster. So we're going to use a black crayon, and we're going to be drawing a little circle in the middle of the small circle like that, and then a large circle around that. Something like that. And then we're going to put a nice smiling mouth on our monster. He's a very happy monster. And don't forget your monster teeth. And you can colour those in with your black crayon. Now I also thought it might be nice to put some decoration with another colour, and I brought along a nice little red crayon. So I think I might put some nice little circles on our purple background just to make it look a bit more decorative. So lots and lots of little circles on our monster. Just makes him look so much more colourful and interesting. There's just one more thing that we need to do on our monster. We need to give him some eyebrows. He doesn't have any eyebrows yet. So just a line above the eye, a nice little scribbly line going across above the eyes there, like that. And we're going to now punch a little hole at the top here so that we can actually make a little mobile or up to wear with our monster. So we'll need a piece of string, like that. And we'll also need a little tool called a hole puncher. But if you haven't got one of these, maybe you could ask your parents to help you, maybe by using a skewer or a fork. And so we're just going to punch a little hole in the top of our monster. Like that. So just a little hole there. Need a little bit more glue on this eye here. And thread the string through our little hole. And a little knot at the top. Like that. And there's our little monster. And you can put it around your neck and wear it like a necklace, and it's really lovely. I think our monster looks gorgeous. Don't you? And now for our story time. Our story today is called Bog Trotter by Margaret Wilde. Bog Trotter lived in a gloomy cave in a mushy bog. Every morning he stretched, yawning and blinking, outside his cave. Then he started running. He ran across the bog, up the bog, down the bog, and around the bog, until it was time to go home. He ran day after day, week after week, year after year. Sometimes he felt bored, but he didn't know why. Sometimes he felt lonely, but he didn't know why. Sometimes he wished things would change, but he didn't know how or what or why. One afternoon, a frog said, "Why do you run all day long?" Bog Trotter stopped. "Because that's what bog trotters do," he said. "Don't you ever do anything new and different?" asked the frog. "No," said Bog Trotter. "Ah," said the frog, and away he hopped. Bog Trotter stared after the frog. He sighed. He shuffled his feet. poking between his toes was a pretty yellow flower. Can you see the little yellow flower? For the first time in his life, he picked a flower. He twirled it. He stuck it behind his ear. "Ah," said Bog Trotter. Then off he ran. That night in his boggy bed, Bog Trotter went to sleep, holding the flower, his heart hopeful. The next morning, Bog Trotter went running as usual, but he made himself stop to make friends with a family of muskrats. The morning after that, he stopped to swing from a tree. And the morning after that, he stopped to make a daisy chain of tiny pink flowers. "Ah," said Bog Trotter. From then on, Bog Trotter still kept on running, because that's what bog trotters do. But every now and again, he stopped to do something new and different. He stopped to splash about with a family of ducks. He stopped to dance in the summer rain. He stopped to slide down a slippery bank. And he hurried back to fill his home with bulrushes and water lilies. He should have been happy, but he wanted something more. He just didn't know what or who or why. One morning he saw the frog again. "Do you ever run outside the bog?" the frog asked. "No," said Bog Trotter. "Why not?" asked the frog. "I don't know," said Bog Trotter. "Ah," said the frog, and away he hopped. Bog Trotter stared after the frog. He sighed. He stared at the flat green line of the bog where it met the huge blue sky. Off he ran as usual, but for the first time in his life he stopped at the uttermost edge of the bog. Taking a deep breath, he climbed over a rotten log. He scrambled up a grassy bank. He clambered over an old stone wall. "Ah," said Bog Trotter, and he started running. More bog trotters, and he's happy. He's found some more bog trotters and lots more friends. And that's the end of our story today about Bog Trotter. Our song today is "Do Your Ears Hang Low." Are you ready? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you toss them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Yes, my ears hang low. Yes, they wobble to and fro. I can tie them in a knot. I can tie them in a bow. I can toss them over my shoulder like a continental soldier. Yes, my ears hang low. Well, that's the end of our program today, everyone, making our purple monster. I hope you enjoyed making our monster and the story time and the song. We'll be back next time. Bye.